Hello. So this is week 6 inquiry video, and today I'll be talking about incorporating theory into the piano lesson. So most young kids don't like to sit at the piano for 30 minutes, which is understandable. They start getting fidgety, and I don't believe forcing them to stay there is very helpful. So what I like to do is incorporate theory and get them engaged in a different way in music lessons. So what I use is the Grace VandenDuel keyboard theory, and I start with the preparatory book A. So in the second lesson, we start talking about the musical alphabet and what that is. So I first ask them what it is, and often they're not quite sure, some of them. And so I say, well, it's a lot shorter than the regular alphabet. It goes A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then it repeats itself over again, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And so then we go to the piano, and I tell them that the lowest key on the keyboard starts with A, and I ask them to play every key, and we'll say the musical alphabet as we go up. So here we go. So we'll start here. Let's go A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A, B, C, D. And so on. So it's kind of funny sometimes their voice gets higher as you go higher, and by the top it's quite funny how high pitched their voice is. Okay, so that's the starting exercise that we do to incorporate the musical alphabet into piano lessons. So after that, first I will pick out one of the letters and ask them, can you find, for example, all the C's on the piano? So they could use their musical alphabet again and find the first C. And I'll give them prompts like, oh, did you notice that C's are beside the two black keys? Notice the shape of the key C. And so it's easier for them to pick out each one on the keyboard. Okay, and then we get into the theory book. So the first lesson in this book is called The Keyboard. And it starts with talking about the two black keys and the three black key groups, which we talked about in the first lesson. And then it has the musical alphabet on, and it's written on each of the keys here. And then each exercise picks one letter and asks you to name or put a C in each one here. Now, instead of getting them to use pencil, I think colors work well with especially young students. So what I get them to do is choose a color, and we're going to color all of the C's in green. So then they'll color this C, all the C's on the side of the two black keys. And then we'll go up here and color in the C's the same color. So what we're going to do here at the end is create a colorful keyboard. Okay, and then the C here beside the two black keys will also color in. Then the next one is D. So D is in between the two black keys. Can you color all of the D's on this keyboard? Purple, let's say, for this one. And then we'll go over to the colorful keyboard and color in all the D's here. So we do that for every key, E, F, G, A, and B. And then by the end, they have this beautiful keyboard here that has different colors. And each different color is associated with a different sound. And it's just a really good exercise for kids. They love it. There are other lessons that come after this. For example, like find the missing letter, put in the missing letter of the keyboard, and they get a little bit harder each time. Name the keys marked with an X, so they have to use their musical alphabet and figure out those keys. Some of them spell words on the X'd keys. And then what you can do is get them to come to the piano and spell the word out themselves on the keyboard here. They love to show their parents that too. Yeah. Okay, so that's how you incorporate theory into your music lessons, at least the beginning ones. And I like to do theory with my students all the time, just to kind of break up the lesson so they're not sitting there for an entire 30-minute lesson and kind of check out after a while because they're bored. Other things that you can do if that happens and they do start to feel bored is kind of like what a movement break that we do in a regular classroom, except for like marching so that they're getting up and using their body and not just sitting down at the piano. So I'm going to end it there, and I will see you soon for week 7, which we will talk about, week 8, which we'll talk about learning to count. Okay, bye.